And we're like, did you notice I was wearing a skirt today?
No, because I was blinded by your cute shoes.
My red shoes.
They're really cute.
I'm wearing a green skirt with red shoes, inexplicably.
And smacking the mic. Stop it! You're killing young Rebecca. Have we told people who young Rebecca is?
Yes,
No.
several times.
You know what we haven't done?
Huh?
Told anyone about Scarlett.
Nobody cares about Scarlett.
Everyone cares. Oh my God, Scarlett cares.
Scarlett is our silent producer.
I would wager to bet young Rebecca cares about Scarlett a great deal. A child almost like a child.
Like a baby of... It's like young Rebecca. We're coming up on a long weekend.
Yay! High fives to long weekend. High fives. Nobody, not even one. Not one
even
taker.
one.
Thanks, jerks. Thanks. So, who are we and what is this?
There's your cold open.
All right.
Who are
Cue
we?
the music.
Who are we and what is this? The question that people have been asking for 21 episodes.
Hi, this is Paige Lloyd. Today, for a change, I'm here with Rebecca Hadfield.
I didn't sign up for the morning show.
Sorry, listener, for Roy's complete inability
To post on
to
Instagram.
hold up her end of the bargain.
Oof.
A bargain maybe we never actually struck.
I'm having app issues.
Like appetizer issues?
No, I wish. If only. You know what I would order for an appetizer?
What?
Perogies.
Oh, and why would you order pierogies?
Because I got pierogies on the brain. Do you know what category of food pierogies fit into?
What?
Dumplings.
Yeah, I'm a little bit torn by that because to me, dumpling is a different thing. I know dumpling is always kind of a word used to describe them.
Filling surrounded by dough. They are the very definition of a dumpling. Like you couldn't be more of a dumpling.
I agree, but I guess I learned the word dumpling when I first had dim sum.
That's also a dumpling.
I feel like it's...
Dumplings originated in China.
Yeah.
And then they were brought all around the world. What would be the word? They were shared
around the world?
Well, they were brought around the world, and then people, I don't want to say appropriated them,
Yeah,
but they made them their own.
I think you could say it.
So other notable dumplings, empanadas, right?
Yeah.
That's a big pierogi-shaped thing. Calzones, would that be a dumpling technically?
Oh my
I don't know,
God.
like a pizza pop? Is a
Giant.
pizza pop a dumpling? Where are we going with this?
Oh my God. Okay.
Okay, so why are we talking about pierogies? Because?
I have no answer for that other than the fact that you introduced me to something really cool.
Yes, but I just wanted to say that this podcast is supposed to also be about food.
Oh.
And lately we have been not meeting our mandate.
Oh. Yeah, you're right.
We've been talking about dumb, boring buildings.
Are we going to have an all food, no boring building facts episode?
Yes. No buildings will be mentioned.
Listener. You
know.
lucky duck.
It took 20 episodes, but I got us there.
But you know what? I still brought bricks of text to read.
No,
It's just not boring.
no. On a foundation of knowledge? Nope. Not going to give it to you. No building talk.
No, none of it is...
Unless you're going to architect me a sandwich.
Nope. I can't even architect you a pierogi because I'm not qualified. Can I tell you what... I found 2 definitions for the word pierogi.
Sure. You can tell me.
And I have some judgments.
Really?
About these yeah, okay. So the first definition comes from Wikipedia.
Yes.
Pierogi, they spell it differently. We'll talk about that.
Comes from the Polish pierogi.
Are filled dumplings made by wrapping unleavened dough around a savory or sweet filling.
Unleavened, sure.
Oh, God, I'm going to start over. Pierogi are filled dumplings made by wrapping unleavened dough around a savory or sweet filling
Yes.
and cooking in boiling water.
Yes.
Pierogi and their varieties are associated with the cuisines of Central, Eastern, and Southeastern Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Pierogi are also popular in modern-day American and Canadian cuisine, where they are sometimes known under different local names.
Yes.
Typical fillings include potato, cheese.
Did you say feelings or fillings? I got lots of feelings about this.
Typical fillings include potato, cheese, quark, sauerkraut, ground meat, edible mushrooms, and or fruits. Savory pierogi are often served with a topping of sour cream, fried onions, or both. I have 2 criticisms of that definition.
The fact that you had to read the whole thing?
3 criticisms of that thing.
Go ahead.
So my criticisms of that definition are, 1,
Yeah.
it mentions nothing of frying them. And B, there's no mention of Winnipeg. Just saying.
Well.
So then,
Yes. Okay.
my second definition,
Yes.
I kind of like this one.
Yes.
Typically, pierogi are dough dumplings filled with potato and cheese, then cooked by either boiling, frying, or sautéing them with tons of butter. Yes, the tons of butter is necessary. And some butter, never heard either. In Canada, pierogi are served as a main dish under myriad toppings like caramelized onions and sour cream. Those prairie pillows can be served sweet, filled with anything from blueberries to Saskatoon berries, and covered with ooey gooey toppings. That definition comes from Food Bloggers of Canada. I also like the appropriate use of the word myriad.
Uh-huh.
And who could object to tons of butter?
Well, the vegans. The vegans.
They can use
yes,
their butter
that's a very
substitutes.
Canadian definition.
So yeah,
I will say this.
please do.
To address all of your concerns.
Okay.
The Ukrainian word for pierogi is
Perogy?
vareniki.
Verniki?
I'm saying that wrong because we're learning to pronounce.
I
We're going to say vareniki.
always thought it was Verniki, but I'm also not qualified.
Okay. It derives from a word in Ukrainian meaning boiling liquid. So the boiling water thing makes sense, right? Indicating that it was boiled as a primary cooking method.
Yeah, my criticism really was just around the fact that I prefer them fried.
Do you?
Yeah.
I was just going to ask if you're a boil or fry person.
Not only am I a fry person, but I have, and I really don't want to get hate mail for this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving an air fried pierogi.
I taught you that.
You did. You did.
Because one time you invited me for dinner.
And you brought your own air fryer. And now I own one.
But do you remember what I said when you invited me for dinner? You said, do you want to come for dinner? I have pierogies and potatoes. Was there corn? No.
I had corn. It was...
I have pierogies, baby potatoes, and corn. And I said, what's the meat?
And then you literally brought kubasa.
I literally had to bring my own and an air fryer.
You brought your own meat and that which we cooked it in.
Yes. So I guess it depends what kind of mood I'm in. Because what I like to do is I like to boil it and then I like to quickly saute it.
Oh.
Because in my youth, I was really good at burning pierogies.
Burning pierogies? In the fryer? Like in a
frying pan?
Is that where you burned them?
Yeah.
What?
Well, I would take them right from frozen,
What?
put them in a frying pan with some oil and cook them on high until they were
On high?
black on the outside and frozen on the inside.
Okay, well that's an indictment on...
Yeah. So now I like them boiled,
Yes.
lightly sauteed,
Okay.
or air fried if I want like a crispy product.
I love a crispy air fried pierogi.
In high school, we had deep fried pierogies in our calf. I think I've mentioned that. I think this is the second time we've talked about deep fried pierogies.
I'm pretty sure deep fried pierogies are going to be brought up again.
Do you like a mini pierogi?
Oh yeah, yeah. I
With a mini pierogi.
I had a mini pierogi in a pierogi poutine from Juniors.
There we go. Stay tuned for the poutine episode. What about like a jet dog with pierogi bits on it?
I don't
You
get
don't
the
eat hot
jet
dogs
dog.
outside of the
Yeah,
home.
I don't
Okay.
buy a hot dog.
What is your preferred filling?
Costco is the only exception to that. My preferred filling? Okay, so I don't count sweet pierogies
Okay.
in the list of pierogies. I'm pretty much a savory pierogi fan.
A purist?
Well,
I can't even talk.
I'm not even sure I can say purist because it does seem like savory, sweet pierogi options
Still traditional.
were always a thing.
But you're a savory person.
I'm a fan of a savory pierogi. I love cheese. and potato, and I would never turn down bacon.
Uh-huh.
Pierogi.
Bacon in the potato filling? Like
I'll never turn down bacon inside.
Okay. Onion?
Yeah.
Inside, outside? Doesn't matter?
Everywhere.
Okay.
Both.
What about like a non-traditional? Like, have you been to Perogy Planet?
Okay, yeah.
Have we gone there?
Let's talk
Have we
about
done
Perogy
that?
Planet. So Perogy Planet has a non-traditional, well, a great like handful of different non-traditional pierogies, but one of them is cheeseburger.
That's my favorite.
It is fantastic.
Do you know how I serve the cheeseburger pierogi?
How?
You cook them.
It's a good start.
And then I like to do like a little bit of Big Mac sauce
Oh.
and some chopped pickle and some like lettuce and tomato and dress them like a hamburger,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. The only time I've ever had them, we've had them a couple times, but both times we serve them just like a traditional pierogi with sour cream. It's kind of incredible how much that pierogi tastes like a cheeseburger, including with the pickle.
Right. So put the cheeseburger toppings on it and it'll blow your
Yeah.
mind,
Smart.
right? They also do spinach and feta, which instead of sour cream, I like to do with tzatziki.
Oh. Look at you making a little spanakopita.
They do a...
Is that right? Spanakopita?
Well,
Spinach and feta
sure.
and some sort of bread product?
Yes.
Dough of some sort?
Look at you with your moussaka.
I'm so not Greek.
Moussaka. They also do a really good Reuben pierogi.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I think that
Meaning sauerkraut and
corned beef
corned beef.
and
Oh my
dressing.
goodness. I haven't had that.
It's really good.
Okay. I'm on board.
Yeah, they have some sort of deal where you can go and get several different flavors.
Yeah. Like 5 or something? Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, and they have sweet ones and they have vegan ones.
Really? Mm-hmm. Ah. Cool.
Vegetarian, vegan, sweet, savory. They have plain. They have like a standard potato filling.
Nice.
I'm trying to think of what the other standouts were for me. My go-tos are the cheeseburger, the Reuben. There's something with rosemary that's really good.
Said me never.
Yeah. I wouldn't turn down a mushroom pierogi.
I could dig it.
Do you want some fun facts?
I do. I have some.
Okay, hit me with some fun facts.
Well, hang on. Do we want to go to fun facts already?
I don't know.
Let me just do some folly here.
Should we tell the people why we're talking about pierogies?
Yeah, let's start there.
So Travel Manitoba has launched a new program,
An
promotion,
exciting new thing.
a thing called the Perogy Pass.
It's called the Manitoba Perogy Pass. Just to differentiate.
No, it's not even called that. It's called the Manitoba Perogy Trail. So Travel Manitoba has launched an exciting new promotion called the Manitoba Perogy Trail.
Yeah.
There are 25 participating restaurants.
Wait a minute.
What?
I read 56.
Is that true?
54.
There's 54
places to check in.
Is that why it took me so long to read them?
Yep.
On the website? Okay.
Probably.
Okay, but you need to check in at 25 to get the special commemorative pin.
I want that pin. In fact, I wrote in my notes,
I
want that pin. Don't you?
Well, I already have a pierogi pin, but yeah, that one is highly coveted.
It is a special edition pierogi pin. Also, once the Perogy Trail, I hope I'm not raining on your parade here. Once the Perogy Trail has 1,000 check-ins, their past sponsor, the Perogy Planet, will donate $5,000 on their behalf to a local charity supporting Ukrainian refugees.
Yes. Serodok Ukrainian Cultural and Educational Center.
Oh, I didn't even know. That's actually who it is.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool.
I'm 100% pronouncing that wrong, but
Okay.
I'm pronouncing it phonetically. Therefore, you can tell I learned it from a book.
I also read that for a limited time, if you check into 10 locations, you'll be entered for a chance to win one of 10 gift cards to Perogy Planet, valued at $100.
But you have until May 31st to do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. we got some work to do.
So listeners are going to have to go back in time.
You know what I noticed that's weird? Perogy Planet is a big sponsor of this Manitoba Perogy Trail.
But they're not a check-in
They're
location.
not a check-in location.
That is very suspect.
Did you notice that?
I did notice that.
I mean, maybe they're just trying to encourage people to go to all the other local options.
I say add Perogy Planet to your list.
I would say so.
Because they have some banging pierogies. And I'll say this about the Perogy Planet pierogies. Because they're fresh and not frozen,
Yeah.
they're a little bit easier to do like the quick pan fry with.
Totally.
Should you wish to not bezoil your pancakes.
I do
your
not.
pierogies.
I will always avoid the bezoil.
I love a bezoiled pierogi. You were going to hit me with some fun facts
I have some fun facts.
about pierogies.
Okay.
But also, before we get to fun facts,
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that the stops along the Perogy Trail
Yeah.
are dotted, let's say, across the province.
Oh, yeah. This isn't just a Winnipeg thing.
Yeah, you can find them in, I was going to say, just Winnipeg, or does Manitoba have a pierogi belt? I would say probably not, because the Interlake, lots of pierogies. But then also the kind of Morden, Winkler, Steinbach, that area, lots of pierogies.
I vote for belts off.
Yeah.
Belts off when it comes to pierogies.
I would say this, if you check in at 25 pierogi locations and you have a plate full of pierogies at each, you should also get a free pair of pants that fit your new figure. I'm not trying to discourage, though. I encourage pierogi eating. Dumplings make people happy.
Dumplings are a happy food. It's right there in the name, dumpling.
Right? It's like a little
happy food.
Like, who doesn't want to be called my little dumpling?
Me. So some of the fun facts, or some of the facts, I don't know.
Yes.
There is a retailer in that list who does gluten-free pierogies.
Yes. Isn't it called
the
the gluten-free pierogi place?
Oh, I don't know about.
I think that's her tagline.
Oh. Okay, well that's good to know. I didn't know.
We can just call it a mandolin. That's fine.
Okay, a mandolin gluten-free pierogies is what I wrote down.
Okay. I'm trying to picture a gluten-free pierogi.
Well, it looks very much like a regular pierogi because I just about bought them.
Okay.
The retailer from which I was about to buy them said, "Did you intend to choose gluten-free?" To which I said no.
I wonder what the replacement is. Like if it's a rice flour, I wonder if they have the same kind of texture as those Chinese pierogies, that the dim sum.
Oh.
You know how they have like a chewier kind of situation?
Translucent?
We'll have to find out. We'll experiment. You know I love gluten.
Yeah, and I've seen the Amanda Lynn gluten-free pierogies at farmers market type situations.
Sure.
I don't know where they're available. I guess we got an address we'll have to check into.
I think there's a link in the Perogy Trail list.
Ooh.
Should you wish to download the list.
Not on the trail.
Yes.
And I don't know if this is going to cause controversy, and I don't want to do that, but Holy Pierogi is not on the list.
Holy Pierogi, is that a thing?
Yeah. Holy Pierogi. Holy!
Okay.
Exclamation mark. Perogy.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I like anyone with an exclamation mark in their name.
Me too. Then there's, we already noted, Perogy Planet. Perogy Planet's 5 locations aren't on the list.
Yep.
Lankies.
Okay.
Grand Beach, Grand Marais.
Are they not on the list?
They're not on the list.
Well, you could still go.
Oh, and I will.
Did I see Skinner's on the list?
I didn't. Wait. Is it?
I think.
Wet and Wild?
Or
Yeah, Skinner's.
Skinner's, yeah.
Skinner's Highway 44 is there.
See, there you
go. So, fun facts.
Mm-hmm.
Pump House Restaurant is on the list.
They have a giant pierogi.
It's called The Perogy.
It's an XL pierogi. It's a plate-sized pierogi.
It's one handmade XL pierogi with a cranberry potato blend, and it's served with dill cream, kubasa, onions, and herbs.
Have you had it?
I actually haven't.
It's delicious.
Everyone around me has.
It's really good.
Yeah, I'm it's on my list.
Do you know that it's not the world's largest pierogi?
I didn't. Oh, I did.
Do you know where the world's largest pierogi is?
Yes.
Can I do it?
Yeah, go.
Glendon, Alberta,
Yeah.
northeast of Edmonton,
Yes.
is home to the world's largest pierogi. It's 27 feet tall and weighs 6,000 pounds.
Yes.
And you may be surprised to find out it's not edible.
Come on.
It is a roadside attraction.
Why
And it's on a
bother?
giant fork.
But they had to add the fork later because people didn't know what the pierogi was.
Well,
Do you have another fun fact about the mayor of Glendon?
no. Do you?
I do.
Sure, go for it.
The mayor of Glendon wanted to put the pierogi on the new toonie in 1995.
Could you imagine having pierogies on the money? It's bad enough we're going to have Prince Charles on our money.
Are we?
We have a doughy man and a doughy food.
Oh, I'm hurting. Oh my god. Okay. Sorry. That's all I got for you.
That was I heard that the pierogi saved Glendon, Alberta from obscurity.
Really?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well-
Now it's a real place on the map.
Roadside attractions do have a way of doing that.
We need to do a whole episode of roadside attractions.
Oh, let's.
Because I'm going to tell you about Combine in the Sky, world's
Happy
largest Happy Rock, world's largest swing set.
Don't blow your wad right now.
Do you know in southern Manitoba, there is the world's largest Van Gogh painting?
Yes, dude, you're not supposed to. That's a future episode.
It's a teaser.
It's
It's just a little
sunflowers.
bit of flavor.
Yeah. Ooh, it is a teaser, isn't
I'll
it?
tell you about some of my favorite roadside attractions.
Okay,
Okay, but do you want some more fun facts about pierogies?
please.
Pierogi have their own patron saint.
Okay, I read that. Is it true? I was going to do a little
Why
bit
would it
of-
not be true? Saint Hyacinth of Poland, a monk tied to the history of pierogi.
Is it true?
Yeah.
I
is it
read that,
not?
but I didn't. I was going to go, like, actually confirm if it was just a... If it was just like a...
We're not known for our accuracy, but I'm pretty sure that's true.
That's excellent. That's really good. I like that.
In Ukraine, they play a symbolic and ritualistic role because Ukrainian ancestors equated Vreniki with a young moon.
Cool.
Since they have a similar shape,
Oh, of course.
right? It's a little
Moon-shaped.
moon-shaped treat.
Cool.
What else can I tell you? Oh, they're so beloved in Ukraine that a yearly festival commemorating them is held at the Ukrainian ski resort town of Bukovel in the Carpathian Mountains.
Now say
Carpathian?
it with confidence.
In the Carpathian Mountains. And in 2013, they made a snow monument of a giant pierogi, or of a vareniki, and submitted it to the Guinness Book of World Records.
Bonhomme de pierogi? No, pierogi de neige?
Oui. What is pierogi in French? Perogi?
It's pierogi.
Oh, all right. That's all I got for fun facts.
Those are fun facts.
Your preferred pierogi,
Yes.
pan fried,
Yes.
topped with sour cream, onions, fried meat.
Yes.
That's not so bad.
Like all of the usual suspects. The kubasa, maybe. The bacon, maybe.
What do you think about like salsa on a pierogi?
No.
Nope.
Ketchup? Nope.
Nope.
I'd rather have a pierogi with no dipping station than have a pierogi with ketchup.
See, it depends on the pierogi, but for me, like the pierogi is the vehicle for the toppings.
It's just the delivery mechanism for the sour cream.
Yeah, like I have pierogies
What?
right now in my freezer because, you know, frozen pierogies, Canadian staple.
For Rosie's.
I won't eat them unless I have sour cream.
I will in a pinch, but I just won't add anything because
I just won't enjoy them.
No. I will quite enjoy them. I just won't add anything because it just feels wrong.
So before we talk about the other exciting travel passes offered by Travel Manitoba,
Yes.
I wanted to talk to you about Canada's patron saint of pierogies,
Me.
Hunky Bill.
Hunky Bill?
You can't not just be finding out about Hunky Bill.
I don't know anything about Hunky Bill.
Did you grow up in Winnipeg?
Sort of.
Did your parents have a TV? Were you allowed to watch it?
I did, but some of my childhood was not in this province. Who's
Really?
Hunky? Yeah.
Hunky Bill is a Canadian food legend and former Winnipegger
Okay.
who was famous for many things, but mostly Hunky Bill's famous pierogi maker.
Can I just say, both young Rebecca, Scarlett, and my faces are all looking at you like super skeptical.
I can't be the oldest person in the world. Others must remember Hunky
Just
Bill.
in this room.
Okay, no. Really? You've never heard of Hunky Bill or the pierogi maker? I'm going to show you a picture of
I've
the
never
Hunky Bill
heard-
pierogi maker.
Okay.
It's famous. It put Winnipeg on the map.
Well, I'm sure that's not true.
Really?
Of all the things, I'm sure that's not. I don't know. I don't know if it's true.
Okay, that's the Hunky Bill pierogi maker.
That's a real thing.
Yeah. So you put
It feels like cheating.
you put your dough on it,
Okay.
and then you put your filling in it,
This is
and
cheating.
you roll over it, and it like fills and cuts and seals.
Yeah, no, I feel like any Baba who looked at that would just shake her head.
Well, here's Hunky Bill now. Listeners gonna have to weigh in.
Is Hunky Bill
I know that Bev has heard of Hunky Bill,
okay? Yeah, you're probably right about that.
right?
But she also probably would shake her head at it.
It makes perfect, identical pierogies.
Have you ever made pierogies?
No.
I once was invited to my neighbor's house at
To
the lake.
make pierogies?
Yes, and I got some good instruction on pierogi making. I was very young, too young to really appreciate what I was learning.
Mm-hmm.
But I was very proud, and I was sent home with some delicious cooked pierogies.
See, I just feel that there's so many people willing to make pierogies in this world that we should encourage that and support it. No, it's never occurred to me to make a pierogi.
It's a process, and
It is. It's
when-
an art.
It's an art. It's an art, which is why I feel like the Hunky Bill is kind of a cheat sheet. For
Controversial statement. That's all I'm going to say.
is it? Is that a hot
Controversial statement. So can I tell you some stuff about Hunky Bill?
take? Yeah.
I wrote out like a little history of Hunky Bill.
Are you gonna read it?
Well, parts of it.
Because I wouldn't want to start that now.
Well, he was from the Point Douglas area originally.
Okay.
Um,
Just near here.
just near here. He attended Norquay, Aberdeen, and St. John's schools.
Okay.
He worked at the CP Telegraphs until 1956, and then he went to Chicago to sell like typewriters or something random.
This is quite a notable Manitoban.
Right. But while working as a freelance sports reporter, he met and interviewed many famous sports people,
As
including
one does.
Mickey Mantle, Bobby Hull,
Okay.
Yogi Berra. These are all names. Just nothing but blank expressions from the two of you.
Well, I think you're talking about baseball people.
Sure, like Bobby Hull.
Yeah. I thought you said Mickey
Big baseball
Mantle.
player. Well, yeah, I said Mickey Mantle. And Yogi Berra.
Okay.
So we're close. He met his wife, Kay, and they moved back to Winnipeg. And then he joined the radio station CKY, which I'm sure you've heard of.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So then Kay, and I think their two sons at the time, moved to Vancouver. But while he was in Vancouver, working for a radio station, all he would do was talk about how good the food in Winnipeg was.
Really?
And so he started like bringing in Ukrainian food from Winnipeg.
Cool.
And he was having a conversation with a friend of his who dared him that he could not get his own booth at the PNE,
And the PNE is...
the Pacific National Exhibition.
Thanks. Okay. Thanks.
It's like the Red River Expo.
For
like
listener.
bigger, like the CNE. So he went down there and basically cajoled them for an hour until they gave him his own booth.
Okay.
So he won the bet. He won $10. And he opened his booth, which I have to read this. He called it the Winnipeg Garlic Sausage Company. And then he later rebranded it as Hunky Bill's House of Perogies.
Oh.
And he ran that booth for 52 years.
What?
Even young Rebecca's impressed.
I am. Scarlett is.
In 1980, he and his business were the subject of a human rights complaint.
Uh-oh.
Because the term hunky was considered an offensive term.
What year?
1980.
Really?
Yeah. They had human rights back then. I know.
I don't know what shocks me more. The fact that somebody would call themselves Hunky Bill or the complaint.
So apparently, as a youngster growing up in Winnipeg, his non-Ukrainian friends called him Hunky Bill.
I get it now.
He kept that nickname. I don't think it was meant with any malice. I guess this human rights complaint was because he was using this ethnic slur in his name. It took him 2 years to fight it, and he was eventually successful.
Oh.
But what they wanted was something like $10,000.
What?
And for him to change the name. Because at that time, he had the booth at the Peony.
Yeah.
He had the pierogi maker.
You know, when you say peony, I think flour.
Really? Like a peony?
Yeah, a peony. Every time.
The P-N-E. So he had the booth?
Yeah.
He also opened up a whole bunch of restaurants.
Same name.
In and around Vancouver. So he had like the Hunky Bill's pierogi restaurants. He also had like a seafood restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
Called Cat and Bill's or something. I don't know. Bill something. Anyways, he was a very successful businessman.
With that name.
But took him 2 years to fight it. And the Human Rights Branch dismissed the complaint, noting his use of hunky wasn't intended as a form of discrimination.
It's interesting because it's a self-given name. Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel.
But
about
if you said
that.
that's like if you said, "Oh, look at that guy over there, he's hunky,"
right? But that would be a kind of a different definition of that word, right?
So I don't know what the fight was.
Yeah.
Or how they battled it out in court. But it took him 2 years. And sadly, he passed away in August of 2019 at the age of 88.
Oh.
And now his 3 sons run his business.
Cool. 88's a good run.
88 is a good run. And he was legendary. Ooh, it's cracked a knuckle. He was legendary in the Canadian food world.
Okay.
You have to trust me on this.
I'm going to. I feel like I should know.
No Winnipegger
about Hunky
should
Bill.
not know about Hunky Bill.
Oh, well.
Bill Connick.
Sorry to have let you all down.
Connick. Bill Connick.
Well, you don't know how to pronounce his name.
We're learning to pronounce.
Oh, goodness.
Konyk.
Connick.
I think that's pretty cool.
That's very cool.
But then...
The little device, though, it's kind of cheating.
The
little device.
Is it, though?
It's kind of cheating. Well,
Or is it just making pierogies more accessible to more people?
Oh, look at you. You know what? Maybe it's that, but I also, when I think of pierogies and when I eat pierogies, I think of like, I appreciate them for the hard work that went in.
Right.
Not the pierogi device.
Yeah, but if you're eating
Chimo from the freezer.
Yeah, those weren't hand-pressed by Babas standing shoulder to shoulder in a church basement.
Well,
I can guarantee you.
Then let that be a lesson to us all. To go find somebody on this list who's hand-pinching.
I would encourage listener to, and the two of you as well, to go and look up some Hunky Bill pierogi maker commercials on YouTube. Because it was a cultural phenomenon.
There's actual ads. There's TV ads.
Yeah, like infomercial-y kind of TV ads.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
They're legendary, I'm telling you.
Did we tell a listener that we have pierogies en route to us right now?
They're coming from the Oakwood, which is a stop on the pierogi trail.
Which means, unfortunately,
Segue.
We're not going to get to check in. But we are going to enjoy...
Well, here's my question about the check-ins. Is it like a drive-by check-in? Do you have to get someone to sign something? You have to push a button?
Well,
is it tied to the location? We need to try it. We should walk over to the pump house and get a giant pierogi for dessert.
Yes, let's...
Nothing like chasing a pierogi with a bigger pierogi.
The pierogi chaser. I don't know how the check-in works. I do know that we're I started to check in at the pump house because we're so close, but I didn't want to do it because I don't want to cheat.
You don't want to be a liar.
Yeah, and I don't know how it works for the actual check-in.
We don't recommend falsifying your pierogi trail.
Yeah, no
check-ins.
cheatsies. Enjoy your pierogies.
Okay, so there were a couple other Travel Manitoba passes that I thought would be of interest to us.
Did you download them?
Well, no.
But you will.
Well,
2 of them anyway.
can I talk about the brew pass?
Do it.
How I think this is such a good idea?
Yeah.
Okay, 1 day Manitoba Craft Brew Pass. You have 1 day to use it, hence the name.
It's right there in the title.
It's $29, and you can pick up to 4 of your favorite breweries in Winnipeg.
Which would be really easy to do.
Winnipeg and other parts of Manitoba that have craft breweries.
How many breweries did we go into that?
I know, you're thinking that we should use the Craft Brew Pass to go on our next brew tour.
We have to.
That's what she's thinking. I can tell. I can tell that's what she's thinking.
Is that frothing?
Okay, so you pick up to 4 of your favorite breweries.
Okay.
So let's say you went to Little Brown Jug, Torque, Brazen Hall, and Nonsuch.
Yeah, let's say that.
You would get either a tasting flight or a full pour, depending on what the different brewery was offering.
This is literally perfect.
Right?
For our next tour.
So that would give you 4 for $29.
Holy smokes.
Right? And then some places, like Lake of the Woods Brewing and Oxus Brewing, they have merchandise discounts.
Cool. I love I love merch.
Okay, so that's 24 hours from the first use. So you
Okay.
have 1 day to use this brewing pass.
I feel like we could do it in hours.
We could do it in hours.
Yeah.
3-day
What?
Manitoba Craft Beer Pass. Pick up to 7 breweries.
This is getting dangerous.
And you have 72 hours to use them.
I couldn't do that.
But think if you had people in for the weekend, or if you were just visiting Winnipeg for the weekend.
I couldn't do it.
You couldn't do 7 breweries in 3 days?
No. Could you?
Easily.
Okay, both of
Easily.
you. All the Rebeccas are saying yes to this.
Okay, that's $49.
Okay.
So 7 flights for $49.
That's a really good price.
That's a really good price. Wait,
there's more.
But wait, there's more. 90-day
What?
Manitoba Craft Brew Pass.
The whole summer.
So if you think about this, you could go June, July, and August.
Yeah.
Pick up to 10 of your favorite breweries.
Okay.
So it's valid for 90 days.
Yeah.
Or when you hit those 10 breweries.
So should we do the 90-day pass and then do 2 brewery tours this summer?
Yes.
Because we could do 5 and 5.
Yes. $69
Come on.
for 10 breweries.
That's crazy
10
cheap.
flights for $69.
And how many breweries did we go to on our first tour?
4, 5.
So this week.
4, 5. By the 5th one or the 4th one, I wasn't sure where we were anymore. Things got foggy.
I think we should do a 90-day.
Yes.
Starting in June.
Yes. Let's do it.
Cool.
Or starting in June. Oh my God.
Yeah,
It's almost June.
it is. Yeah.
I think we could do it.
That is so cool.
Isn't that cool? That would be your whole summer of fun. And you could do 10 easily.
And think of the variety.
It could be the same one 10 times.
It won't be.
I don't know. I don't know if it works
won't
that
be.
way.
It won't be. Well, it probably could be though. Maybe it can't be.
I don't know.
We should look into the rules.
We should check the rules.
I'm.
But 10 of your favorite breweries, and I have 2 favorite breweries, so no, I'm kidding.
So also, is it worth mentioning that these passes can be added to an app on your phone?
You could mention that.
Did you download the app on your phone?
No.
Oh,
not
look
yet.
at I did. Look at the cute little
Oh,
Manitoba,
look, a little MB
a little Travel
symbol.
Manitoba logo. Yeah.
Okay,
We
but
like
wait,
it?
there's more.
Okay.
Manitoba Flight Pass. We're not talking flights of beer.
We're past the flights of beer.
We're past the flights of beer.
We're on to the flights of air.
We're discovering the history of aeronautics in Manitoba.
Come on.
With a pass, 30 days. You have 30 days to use this pass.
Okay.
$17 for kids You're not going to take kids. It's $27 for adults. And you can go to 3 of Manitoba's best flight-related attractions.
Did I tell you that we are celebrating our 10-year anniversary? ARCCADD Architecture is celebrating our 10-year anniversary this year.
You did not?
And every time we celebrate our birthday, this is a weird tangent, sorry.
Yeah.
Every time we celebrate our birthday, we try to do something uniquely Manitoban. And this year, we wanted to go to the Aviation Museum.
Well, it includes a pass to the Royal Canadian Aviation Museum.
How convenient.
It includes a pass to the Commonwealth Air Training Plan Museum in Brandon. And what more? Day trip up to Gimli to see the Gimli glider exhibit.
That's so cool. Okay, so
Thank you for not asking what the Gimli glider was.
what is the Gimli Glider Museum? Maybe you guys would like to join us this year.
At the Aviation Museum?
Yeah.
I would love it. It's one of my favorite places in the city.
Have you been? You've been to the new one?
Yes.
I'm so excited.
I'll tell you this.
I haven't been to the new one yet.
They have a Vickers Vedette
Yes,
on display.
They sure do.
And my great uncle Reuben flew a Vickers Vedette back in his bush pilot days.
That's so cool.
And then he went on to be a Air Canada captain.
Really?
Yes.
I'm just going to burp for a second. The Vickers Vedette. That's the open...
It looks kind of like a flying canoe.
Yeah.
And they did a lot of land surveying, like the photographs and stuff.
Yes. And it's totally open. Like the pilot has goggles and that cool hat, right? And
The
a
cool
scarf.
hat. Yeah. Yeah. Like
Snoopy.
everybody's the Red Baron.
Yeah.
Or Snoopy.
Or Snoopy.
For that matter. There's
so
some
cool.
really neat stuff in there. There's an old passenger airplane that you can like go up and walk through, and you see how tiny the seats were, and the windows have like little curtains.
Yeah.
I guess they're all passenger airplanes of some sort. like an airline plane, like an Air Canada plane.
They weren't passenger free until recently.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about the time at Christmas time we bought our parents tickets to go on a DC-3, and it was called something, I'm going to lose the actual name. It was something about treasure box or something like that, but it was, we all went up in a DC-3 over Winnipeg to see the Christmas lights at Christmas time, and it was really cool because it's a really old plane.
Yeah. Could you see the humbug sign from there?
Probably. I don't really remember. Yeah, definitely you could see the humbug sign.
We'll put that on our socials at Made from Pod. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding about the picture, but I'm not kidding about the socials.
Right.
At Made from Pod.
At Made from Pod. So yeah, anyway, weird tangent.
Is that the only... Are those the only 3 passes that they offer? No, in fact.
There's one more.
There's one more. The Explore Churchill Pass, which is a free pass.
They're all free.
Well, no.
Well, getting the pass is free.
Like the flight pass is $27 and the brewery passes all have a fee.
Okay, well, the Perogy pass is free.
The Perogy pass is free. Pierogies not included. Okay, so the Explore Churchill Pass is so super cool. It's a free mobile pass.
Okay.
And you use it to give yourself a self-guided tour of Churchill.
Really?
Yes. And the neat thing about it is the audio clips have all been done with local voices.
Oh, cool.
And who did it? Each listing has been prepared by the Churchill Ladies Club to share more about the unique history behind each stop on the pass.
No way.
So there's 15 locations. You can go and check in at each one. And when
Okay.
you get there, you open up your app and you listen to the audio clip.
Cool.
And you discover all these cool Churchill gems. Includes the seawalls murals.
Okay.
Are you familiar?
No. I haven't been
There's
to
like-
Churchill.
You know how there used to be like the train up to Churchill and then it stopped and then Churchill was like really suffering with the tourism?
Yes.
Local artist Cal Barteski
Yes.
went up and I think led a project. I could be completely wrong, but she went up there and they did all these incredible murals
Really?
around town, like just absolutely breathtaking murals.
Oh.
And I know you're not a murals fan.
I'm not.
You would be of these ones.
Cool.
So you can see the murals, the Port of Churchill grain elevator.
Yes.
You gotta love that. The Miss Piggy plane wreck.
Shout out to Grain. The Miss Piggy what?
The Miss Piggy plane wreck.
What is that?
It was in 1979. A cargo plane crashed shortly after leaving Churchill.
Oh.
And so the wreckage of the plane is there, and it's all completely painted. It's all covered in its own murals.
What?
It's beautiful.
Why is it Piggy?
I don't, they just call it Miss Piggy. I don't know.
Oh, sorry. All right. You were just a wealth of knowledge, I thought.
Right?
Yeah.
And then also on the tour, you can visit various cairns and some
Nice.
rubble.
Oh. You and I could make up a pass where we visit rubble too.
We could. People need to go on to the Travel Manitoba.
Yeah.
I think things to do is the section.
Okay.
But we can also share the link
Let's do
to
it.
the passes on our socials.
Let's do it.
And then people can go directly there.
Yeah, because when I tap things to do, I get a list of things I have to choose. And I don't know where to go from there.
Okay.
So
We'll share the direct link to the passes on our socials.
Perfect.
And then we'll go up to Churchill.
Made from Pod. We're going to go to Churchill?
No.
Oh,
Well, I mean, we could.
probably
Made from
not.
what's up there. I would like to go to Churchill. Do you
Me
know
too.
that it's, I don't know if it's a rule or just a thing they do, but they leave their car doors and houses unlocked.
Yes.
So if you're being chased by a polar bear, you can seek refuge.
I like it.
They should also have like a pierogi pass situation so you can leave your house unlocked. And if someone's craving a pierogi,
They can just pop in
they
and
can just pop in.
fry one up. Or boil one, whatever your heart desires.
That'll be like the crime that I get arrested for is breaking into someone's house and frying up a big plate full of pierogies.
Did you know that Travel Manitoba also has the Manitoba Explorer app?
Mm-hmm.
Which is a game. You can check out 101 destinations across the province.
Young Rebecca thinks it's sort of like akin to Pokemon Go.
Oh, yeah, just like Pokemon Go, except with less walking into traffic blindly.
And fewer Flurflepuffs, Snarflenuffs, Pikachus.
Young Rebecca is dying of
I know
embarrassment.
exactly.
She no longer wants to be
I know
associated
exactly
with.
two Pokemons,
Yeah.
Pikachu and Squirtle.
Oh, Squirtle. Okay. So, there's a game.
Okay.
And when you visit a location, you verify that you're in the right spot on the integrated map in your app.
Okay.
Rhyming unintended. And when it's green, you check in.
Huh. And what do you get for checking in? Just the satisfaction of checking in?
Well, there are two types of achievements. You can get digital badges and achievement pins. And you can complete trails to collect digital badges. There are 9 trails with digital badges you can earn.
Sure.
Road tripping, small towns, hiking and outdoors, wildlife, wide open spaces, urban, lake life, the north, and Churchill.
Have you seen some of these road trips that they've got organized here on the Travel Manitoba site?
I do. And we're not shilling for Travel Manitoba, we should probably mention.
Friend of the pod, Travel Manitoba. This is not a sponsored post.
This is not a sponsored post, but we are just kind of into these things.
Travel Manitoba, when your heart needs to roam. Ting.
And when your heart needs to do other things, because there's a whole bunch of heart things, aren't there?
There's all kinds of things.
When your heart needs to travel, when your heart needs to reflect,
I think
when your heart needs a rush,
when your heart is hungry,
when your heart needs to escape,
when your heart needs to rest.
relax, actually.
Cue the music. No.